trusty calculator one more time. So we got 200 plus 240 plus 160 plus 180 plus 160. That's 940. Please keep this in mind. We're dividing by 5. You're no longer dividing by 4. We're not a blind robot. We're not just dividing by 4 to divide by 4. There's 5 people in this group, so we're dividing by 5. 160 plus 140, 120, 220, 200 is 840. When I divide this by 5, we get 168. 140 plus 180 plus 180 plus 320 plus 280 is 1100. We divide by 5, we get 220. 120 plus 160 plus 100 plus 200 plus 240 is 820. Divide by 5, we get 164. And finally, 150 plus 200 plus 130 plus 280 plus 320, 1080. Divide by 5, we get 216. Jim is going to have job A. Joe will have job B. Jim will have job C. Mike will have job D. Mike's going to get job E as well. Okay? So there's 2 people who want to work. Mike, D and E. Joe, B. Tim, nothing. Jim, A. And Chris, nothing. And right away, Mike, D and E. Joe, B, probably. Tim is nothing. Yep, I missed Jim with C, so thank you, Chris. Jim, is A and C. And Chris, no. So that's how I give the jobs away. So Mike's 2 jobs are 180 and 160. He's doing $340 worth of work. That's more than 188. Mike's going to get paid, or get, I should say, get $152. Joe is $28 less than his fair share. He pays $28. Tim pays the full fair share of $220. Jim is doing $220 worth of work, and we subtract $164. So Jim is going to get $56, and Chris pays $216. So now for my surplus, I'm going to add up the gets. 56 and 152. So there's a total of $208 that needs to be paid out. And the money being paid out is 152, 220. I'm sorry, 28, 220, and 216. So the 3 payouts, 216, 220, and 28, is 464. When I subtract them, we have a surplus of 256. So, 256 divided by 5, that means everyone's getting $51.20. I'm going to do Joe last here. Mike, we just add that to the amount he's getting already. So Mike gets $203 and 20 cents. Let's skip Joe from now. Tim gets a reduction in this payment. 220 minus 51.20 is 168. He's paying $168.80. Jim gets 56, and I add the surplus to it. He's going to get 107.20. And 216 minus 51.2, he's going to pay 164.80. Now, if your surplus is more than what you pay, that is the one time something changes. This goes from a pay to a gets. Because you pay 28, but you're getting 52 or 51.20. So now he's going to get 23.20. And in the end, 23.20 plus 203.20 plus 107.20 leaves me with 333.6. If you add up the pays, 168.80, 164.80, I get 333.60. So it does work out.